Typically, college professors aren't paid a lot, so they often make ends meet by publishing, consulting, or in the case of Ted McCord, sleeping in a tavern.
And this would be the public room, where people would come and eat their meals and talk and so forth.
McCord, a professor of American history at George Mason University, truly lives his work. Through an arrangement with the Fairfax County Parks Department, he makes his home in the Mount Gilead house in Centreville, or as it was known 220 years ago, the Black Horse Tavern.
When it was a tavern, Joel Beach, the tavern keeper, who apparently wasn't very successful, wouldn't allow card playing. And at that time, what else do you do? Whether for that reason or others, he only operated the tavern for about 4 years.
There are a lot of historic homes in the Washington area, but Mount Gilead, also known as the Malcolm Jamison House, is unusual because it was never the home of wealthy or powerful leaders. This was an upper middle class home, and as such, it provides a unique insight into the lives of more ordinary people.
This is some of the original siding, and it was siding that, when you look at it here, it was not sawn, it was split. It was probably split chestnut. In fact, in those days, it was made in such a way where the clapboards overlapped at the ends. So all you had to do was use one nail to hold 2 boards. Nails were expensive.
Centreville has always been a small town, but during the Civil War it became the base for more than 40,000 soldiers. The remnants of fortifications are still visible on the property. After the South lost the Second Battle of Bull Run, the house became home to groups of Union soldiers. Penelope Jamison, daughter of the homeowner, took a particular interest in one soldier.
Penelope had met a Union soldier, and the soldier came to visit. And when the war was over, he didn't return, let's put it that way. She never married because she always pined for this soldier who never returned. And according to the former residents of the house, you could hear Penelope crying at the top of the steps. Well, I've been here 12 years and I have not yet heard Penelope. But who knows, maybe so.
Yet for all the stories it holds, Mount Gilead is not a museum. It's a home.
I still sit on the chairs. I don't have little ribbons across to keep people from sitting. It's what I'm just used to living with. And really, there's some things that have to be used to really be preserved.
For a professional historian like Dr. McCord, most learning comes out of books and articles. Yet his home provides him with a unique perspective on the times of the people he is studying.
In fact, I guess it was last summer there was a power outage for some time. And I had to revert to candle power, and it was neat. I had to line up several candles to do some work. But the whole aura that is cast, the flickering of the candlelight, the shadows that result, it just opens up a whole new identity of how people actually lived before electricity. And there's something very charming about it. And I thought it was quite neat. I was almost a little disappointed that the power came back on.
Mount Gilead has been modified over the years, and Dr. McCord does enjoy such modern conveniences as electricity and indoor plumbing. Yet there are a number of changes that can't be made without altering the basic structure and appearance of the house.
You have to learn how to operate your house, basically. What you do is you open the windows in the morning when it's cool, open the doors when it's cool. When the heat of the day rises, you close them off, you collect the coolness.
In the daytime, Professor McCord teaches history and is currently researching a book about early Virginia Governor John Page. But in the evening, he often spends a little quiet time with the house's previous residents.
There are times when you would like to go into some of these historical houses and just kind of go slowly and just absorb the atmosphere, you know, kind of study, get in your mind's eye, try to get some idea of what the flow of activity might have been back in the 18th century. But certainly living in a place like this, I deal with it all the time. Living here is something else other than just going through it. Living in the house is even better, I assure you.